Welcome back to Get Your Voice Out There. I'm Roberta Chadis, and this show is dedicated to people who are making a difference. And today I have a very special guest who came all the way from Puerto Rico. I'm welcoming you, Carolyn Marin, from the Wigmore Institute, and welcome to Beverly, Massachusetts.
Oh, thank you so much.
So nice to have you.
Thank you.
So many of our audience may already know about Anne Wigmore, but I think the first place to start is a little history of who she is and how she came to establish this institute in Puerto Rico. And maybe a little bit about you too, because we want to know how you decided to spend so many years at this institute, this wonderful institute. So welcome.
Oh, thanks. It's a cute town here. Well, I came to Anne Wigmore when Anne Wigmore at the Institute in Puerto Rico in 2000, and she died in 1994. She died here in Boston. She was going back and forth because she had an institute. The first institute she started was called the Hippocrates Institute.
Yes, I've been there.
And it's very famous.
Yes.
Yeah, and a lot of people in this area know of it. And when I do expos, this is my second year doing expos here, I meet so many people that went to her program there. She used to have potlucks and just invite people for free to come. She was a real missionary. She didn't charge people. She was a dedicated woman. And so she started that institute in the late 60s, I believe. So she was 30 years running before, she went to actually Puerto Rico. And there was a split between her and the owner, and not the owner, she was the owner, but there was a split. And he took the name and went, and she decided, I don't want to be where it's busy and crowded. I want to be somewhere peaceful and on the ocean, and I want to be somewhere tropical and somewhere year-round growing season. She loved Boston. She had come here. I'll go back a little bit. She was an immigrant from Lithuania.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
and she, her parents, when the war came over here and left her with her grandma, or it was like a woman that took care of her, and she wasn't very healthy when she was young. They were afraid she wouldn't make the trip.
Yes.
And she was raised by this grandma, and the grandma helped the soldiers. So Anne Wigmore grew up helping the grandma help the soldiers, okay, with poultices and greens and different things to heal the blood. And so when she came to Boston, she met her parents, was reunited at 16, and worked for their bakery. Okay. And these are the years when all the not health food, junk food was going, and meat and McDonald's and all this food, and people were going really a little wild.
I'm part of that.
Yes, I was born
Yes.
right in the middle of that, and so I'm part of that. And she knew that this isn't going to work and that everybody's going to get really sick. She just had a whole idea of what was going to happen, and she also started to get sick with things like arthritis, and which people take very lightly, but these are autoimmune issues and other issues, and ended up becoming very sick and went to a doctor and was diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer.
Oh my.
And was told pretty much, this is it. Get your stuff together. And she walked out of the office saying, no, this is not it.
Yeah.
I can heal myself. She was a very spiritual person. She used her kitchen as her lab and started working with the idea of Hippocrates, that my food is going to be my medicine, and I'm going to be connected with God and nature and the food, and I'm going to heal my body within and change this. And she did. And so Harvard everybody knew about her because she was one of the first people to do it and talk about it. And Harvard, I know she was working with Harvard, but she had a big mission to help people. So most of the thing was she had a mansion on Commonwealth, and she'd have people come, and they'd do just what we do down there. They'd come and stay 1 or 2 weeks.
Yes.
And they'd eat the food, they'd drink wheatgrass juice and have an energy soup and sprouts and fermented foods. We'll talk about it. And people would just thrive and heal, and she just kept going. And
So how did she actually find that wheatgrass was the big answer?
Yeah, was the one. Well, a lot of it had to do with her past and the poultices and things she used with her grandma that was coming in. But when she was healing herself, she looked to the earth, and she knew there were many different kinds of grasses, and she did a lot of experiments with animals. She actually had a monkey, and she'd test things on them and see what the monkey went to, and she'd worked with other scientists and other people who were into healing, especially colon, Dr. Norman Walker, and different, back in the 60s, these people were kind of all knowing each other and working together, and she felt that wheatgrass was the one, and thought it had to be raw and fresh. She didn't believe in supplements, drying it and doing. She believed in that being, you're getting the sun, you're getting the earth, you're getting the rain, and all that is healing. And
we're going to taste that a little bit later.
We're going to take a little taste.
Yes, I can hardly wait.
Everyone can.
I have my eyes on the green wheatgrass and our
sunflower sprouts.
Yes. So I think I love knowing the history because I love hearing how just an ordinary person on the street
That's right.
can do so much. Now, this institute in Puerto Rico, why don't we talk about what goes on there and why that makes a difference in people's lives?
Yeah, well, what's interesting is it's very similar to what she did here, because the people, when she died, the people she passed it on to, she knew would maintain her way of doing it. It's been many years of people coming through telling them they should change it. And I've watched people come through there feeling like healing things and amazing transformations in 1, 2 weeks, 3 months, 2 months, whatever they stay. But the question was again more that she...
Yeah, like what if I were to go down...
Okay, what do we do there?
To heal myself or just reinvigorate myself.
If you did the program.
What can I expect?
Well, there's like this rhythm, like a schedule. I hope you come one day, Roberta.
I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's definitely an amazing experience. I would say it's a detoxification, but it's a gentle one. Because what it's doing is it's the food that you're eating is nourishing you, rebuilding you, and cleaning you at the same time.
Yes.
This is what she believed in. And so there's a rhythm that every morning we wake up quite early. We believe in waking up with the sunrise and settling down and starting to get ready to go to bed when the sun goes down, or at least, latest like 9, 10 o'clock. And but in the morning we have yoga, very gentle, not yoga up, down, and all that, more on the floor yoga for 6 a.m., just very gentle, kind of a yoga therapy.
Stretching. And,
yes, stretching, really gentle. And then we all meet in front of the ocean for wheatgrass juice.
Oh, I love that.
And we drink it with intention, we're not just shooting it back and getting it over with, and the ocean's there, and people, the intention is, it's, just like life, what you put into it is what you get out of it. So if you say, and you drink it slow, and you only drink a little bit, this is not something you drink lots of.
Right.
Little bits and slow, and you breathe and you take it in, and then there's a rhythm of the day that then there's like usually a free time where people take walks on the beach, or if they need to do something, and then we have a small class, and we have a snack, then we have a class, then we have a lunch, then we have class, and there's time in between for things like massage, and colonics, which is like a high enema and things like this.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Interesting things that are ancient, that have been going on since before Egyptian times. This is not new stuff. People take walks, people talk and hang out, so consultations we do.
And it's beautiful in Puerto Rico. Most of the year,
That's
right?
Why I didn't move there. I moved there partially because I'm in love with the Institute, but I'm in love with Puerto Rico. Yeah, and Puerto Rican people, Latino people, very warm, loving people.
So that is fabulous. So would I come for a week or 2 weeks?
Well, we suggest 2 because that's our full program. But if you said, I could only do a week, and we're not going to stop you, and you would do either the first week or the second week, and they're both different classes. If you said, I do the first week, and then in 6 months or next year I'm going to do the second week, that'd be great. But the body, the longer time you take to eat this food day after day, the deeper you can go and the more healing you'll see. So 14 days is a huge difference from 7. You know what I'm saying? And 21.
And I need to get back into the swing of things.
This is a reset for many people. A lot of, some people think this is just a detox and cleanse, but it's really could be a lifestyle that you can continue. I mean, I eat this way all the time.
Absolutely.
So
I need to do this. And I know that there are some local places that people can go, right?
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about the sprouts.
I'm grateful because Randy Jacobs brought these through my friend Callie, who's wonderful, and he owns Life Force. And so wheatgrass, sunflowers, and I believe he has all different kinds of sprouts.
And will he bring that to your house?
I'm not sure, but I know he has probably drop-off places and places.
Okay.
I think he even sells some of his stuff in some of the Whole Foods that do local stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know so much because I literally just came in last night, but he's wonderful. I'm going to meet him tomorrow, and we've talked on the phone like you. We had a good rapport.
Oh, he's very nice. I actually have met him. Yeah.
Yeah. So you have a big movement here in this area of people that. And, that want to do good with their food, And Wigmore wasn't into supplements. We kind of touched on that. She said, because people are like, we need this, and I need this, and I need to get the turmeric, and I said, that's fine, but what are you eating? Because if you're eating, and Wigmore said this, your food could be the poison that kills you slowly, or it can be the most wonderful medicine that heals you. I'm
cleaning out my refrigerator after this.
Do it, Roberta. Let's go. Go to your house. And I love doing that, just throwing it out and then bringing in all this new, beautiful, bright, vibrant color vegetables and low glycemic fruits and certain seeds and nuts. We activate everything. Everything's alive. It's not just raw. This is living food. It's a big difference.
And it's the holiday season all year long, actually.
It starts now and it keeps going.
It's like there isn't a month that goes by that there isn't a holiday going on. So we need to realize that most of the time we should be eating.
That's what Ann Wigmore would say. She'd say, most people, we don't realize it should be eating this at least 80% of the time. They should be eating living food. If you want to live, you eat more living food. If you want to feel dead, not have energy, or get sicker, you're going to eat dead food.
That's an interesting concept.
And all cooked food is dead. It doesn't have any enzymes. There's no enzymes in cooked food. So it's like, no wonder people kind of go like this, and then by 20, after college, if you hit college and you do the college thing,
oh my goodness.
Or by 40, yeah.
So let's tell our audience the website that they should go to.
For Ann Wigmore?
For Ann Wigmore.
So it's annwigmore.org.
It's simple.
Yeah.
And it's Wigmore.
Right. Wigmore. More wig.
Right. So we want to do that. And I love the fact that the Institute is following her philosophies and not making changes.
Yeah.
That was
and mind you, she did make changes between when she started here and when she went to Puerto Rico. Like even coconut water, which is so delightful, people were drinking all the time. They were starting to fall asleep because it does have sugar in it. Healthy sugar, but still sugar.
Yeah.
So before she died, she told my boss and great friend and coworker partner, her name's Lalita. She runs the Institute with another wonderful lady, Leola. And she said, we got to get green juices, we got to get Rejuvelac, we got to change, because the people can't handle the sugar. It's just, So changes, she had honey in her first recipe, she had cashews. We don't use any of that stuff. It's not good for us.
So let's talk a little bit about the diet, and maybe we'll chew on some
whenever
wheatgrass.
You're ready. Yeah.
And the sprouting and the fermenting and all that
to make
stuff.
It more alive. Yeah.
How do I go about chewing on this?
So this stuff, we're not going to describe. So you see, you guys see it, that there's this wonderful root bed, right? You can even lift it a little bit. It's amazing just to see that you saw me. I pulled it out.
Yes.
And Randy didn't even give me a tray, which it worked out. I was a little
natural.
Nervous. Yeah. And so even like now, you'd water it from the bottom because all of it is coming up. Yeah.
Oh, I feel healthy.
It
smells good.
Oh, yeah. It's earth. Yeah, so you're not going to eat the wheat berries, right? Because those wheat berries, they actually can have a gluten, but wheatgrass has no gluten. So people who have celiac and are worried, and you would cut it. If we did, we'd cut it, but we're going to break it off, right above, right
where
here.
It's green.
Yeah, right here, and you're going to take this. Now I had Randy give it to me a little young. Because it's going to be at the expo, the Natural
little
Living
chunk
Expo.
right there?
Yeah, and just like clip it like this. You can even start off with that much. I mean, you could do a little more if you want.
Look at that.
I'll do it with you, so you feel together.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
So, and this is good for people who are just
While you're
starting.
talking, I'll be chewing.
Yeah,
Here.
my son does it this way because the pure juice is too strong for him, and I usually roll it up. Right, and then you just put it in and you start chewing it
there we go.
like gum, and you'll find it, and you'll just have, it's actually a really refreshing taste. It reminds me of when my dad used to mow the grass. And just
I forgot how delicious this is, actually.
Yeah. No, the thing is very...
Don't swallow it. Right?
No, unless you're a cow and you're not. 4 stomachs, no. Yeah, but you could chew it a long time. You're gonna get strong, you're gonna get a lot of vitamins and minerals, and then it'll calm down. Yeah.
No, it's actually very good. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, this is the thing.
No, it's really good. I forgot. It's
this is
fresh.
the thing. Do you know how we're made of bacteria? Do you know about that? How we're mostly bacterias?
Maybe you
good
are,
and
but
bad.
I'm not.
Oh no, you're all good bacteria, but we're good and bad bacteria. And
I
the
bet
thing
you're
is,
not as full of bacteria as
no,
I am.
we are, but hopefully good. Hopefully mostly the good bacteria.
So while the camera is not on me, I'm going to take whatever it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can just
Going
spit
to
it out,
spit
pull
it
it
out?
out of your mouth. Yeah. And it's great for your gums and your teeth. This is healing people from the inside out. I mean, we juice
delicious.
it, and we put the juice we take the pulp and we put it all over our face. You can use a poultice. Animals, I give my dogs and my cats wheatgrass juice.
Yeah, so while you're chewing, I will tell you that
Tell me.
I do know that wheatgrass is very good for dogs. You can give it to them to chew on. And I think that they're smart enough not to chew it all and swallow it. But even if they did, I suppose it would be okay. But you can make a poultice.
Yeah.
And if your dog has like a sore or a wound or something like that, the wheatgrass will help to heal.
Right. But Ann Wigmore was the one that started that.
I know.
And she was I'm not saying she invented sprouting, because sprouting is a natural phenomenon, but she was one of the first people to bring it back and make it more commercial.
It's really very good. I haven't had wheatgrass in a while. And the fresh, make sure you always have it, the freshest of the fresh. Even the bottled wheatgrass sometimes that they sell.
No, it tastes bad.
That juice.
This should be 7 inches long, and you cut it and you juice it and you drink it then. It oxidizes in 10 minutes, so I can't put it in a jar and bring it to lunch, and it wouldn't be good for you. It would taste bad.
So if you were to juice this, would you get like a lot of juice from that, or just a little?
That's a pretty thick one. I mean, this whole thing could probably get you anywhere between 8 and 12 ounces of wheatgrass juice, and you'd start off drinking a half to 1 ounce a day. You don't do, but
no, I remember like a shot glass
small
full of wheatgrass. Yeah. Should we taste?
This is more like lettuce. This one's like this is salad. So this is sunflower sprouts. I was telling the guys in you about how it can grow. Look how cute that is.
It is adorable.
And you eat it when it's just the first 2 leaves.
And if we grew that, we would
And you kept going. You have that big sunflower that's like 6 foot tall, and the head
hard
is this
to
big.
believe. So you have to eat these right away.
You want to eat them before they shoot out their second.
All right, so I can eat the whole thing?
Yes,
like the
enjoy
whole
it,
thing.
the whole thing.
All right, I'm going to do it right now. Watch this. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's
Actually, it's
live
very
food.
good.
Yeah. You feel energy. Everything's energy. And what I was saying about bacteria is this is an antibacterial food. You want another one?
Yeah.
Let me serve you. This is antibacterial, antiviral,
Help yourself. We have a lot.
anti-cancer food, filled with oxygen. So any bad bacteria,
actually very
any
good.
virus, any pathogens, any parasites in your body will go, oh no. And but you need to do that to balance the body of that, because that's the
Absolutely.
problem with the world, with all illnesses.
So I'm just thinking of what am I thinking of? I'm thinking of body, mind, and spirit, that type of thing, because I read your website.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, you know, a lot of us, as we get older, we feel like, oh, everything's falling apart.
That's
well, everything's
right.
falling apart because we're not paying attention to the details.
That's right.
So I would imagine that bringing in some healthy foods like this helps
can change you like this.
And the
your
brain,
mind,
right?
Totally. You know about the gut-brain connection.
No, tell me about that.
It's huge. Well, I actually have a background. I have a background in colon therapy. Is where when I came to the institute, my buddy and the director Lalita invited me to become a colon therapist. And at first, I said, I don't think I want to go there. You know, no, I want to do massage. And she said, well, you might be good at it. You know, and I said, oh, and you know, I realized that it takes a special person really to do that, but it's like the most amazing transformation to help someone get rid of the toxins in their body. They come out like a new person. And when I studied it, they didn't even know it as much. This was like 2000 I studied it, and now we realize that most of the immune system is in the gut. It's in the small and large intestine, it's in the microbiome. This is the hot word, microbiome, and your genetics, your hormones, your serotonin, your dopamine, all the stuff that feeds the brain, the people with Alzheimer's, autism, all this stuff, it has to do with the gut. When you eat,
well,
the food
what goes
doesn't go to your
has to go out.
It has to go in,
and it has to go
then
out
it goes
through.
into the bloodstream, and it goes to the brain. I like to think about when you're a little baby, and your mother. You were so little, and you were just being developed. The first thing that's developed is the brain, the spinal cord, and the colon.
I didn't
know
that.
The gut is like a phone, a telephone, the brain and the guts.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's like, it's nervous system. All these nerves are wrapped around the guts, go up through all the organs, touch messages, all the organs, up the spinal cord, into the brain.
Amazing.
So it's like,
seriously,
it's very important what you eat. It's like the most, and how you live, not just what you eat, but the stress, the amount of sleep you get, the water you drink, the company that it's just like, this is good vibration food, this is good vibration company.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah, it is important to be with people who share your energy level and your,
aren't toxic.
Absolutely. Yeah. The toxicity. I know I wrote down some notes to ask you about, and it was toxicity and also rejuvenation. And bringing yourself back to the highest levels that you can get to.
I actually feel I was never even where I was after I did the program.
Really?
I felt better after this program at 30 than I'd ever felt in my whole life. I never felt that good because my gut was always out of balance. Yeah. Most of us are born out of balance. And so, of course, you know, viruses and different things hit us. We're almost wired to go out of balance at some point, especially if we don't eat right.
And look at what we're offered on a daily basis to
bread and coffee and sandwiches and pizza and pasta and wine, and the vicious cycle, and then it happens again, and then the chocolate. And so this is an unwinding and a rejuvenation place.
Definitely, definitely. And before I forget, this energy soup that I read about, what is that energy soup?
So it's mostly this. I mean, if I made us an energy soup, maybe next year or next time I come, we could do a little food thing, but like we get a blender, a good blender, and the energy soup that she made had this thing called Rejuvelac in it, and it's a fermented. It's pretty much like liquid or sauerkraut without the salt. It's like
liquid
real
sauerkraut without the salt.
It's a fermented cabbage drink, so it's really high in probiotics and vitamin C. Okay, so
I'm feeling healthy.
Yeah,
healthier.
Just
thinking about it, and I think also listening to you talk about it.
Yeah.
And just hearing about the institute, and you know, a lot of people don't know about these things.
Well, this is why we're here.
And I think that's part of the education and awareness.
That's why your show is wonderful.
We need to do here in New England.
Yeah.
And we don't have the same type of weather that other people have, where they're growing things outdoors all year round. Yeah. So
But this is why
think
you
it's
like to
important.
take a trip to Puerto Rico during this time.
This is true.
Yeah.
Now, when can I go? I know there's a particular time of year I should not head
Right.
to Puerto Rico.
Yeah, and that's really hurricane season. We close because like Maria hit, we didn't have any people there, you know,
No.
and it really was okay. We got a couple of things destroyed, but we fixed it up.
And things are better there?
Oh,
Things
better
are
than ever.
Better
it was
than
like
ever.
a cleanse. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, for some people, it really was devastating, but I'm sure in the long run it'll be okay. But Puerto Rico looks beautiful, and
And the Institute didn't suffer from...
not too bad. No. So
lucky.
it's just like August to around now. We just opened. We just finished our first program every 2 weeks. So we just Halloween.
Yeah.
So it's like 2.5 months we're closed. We regroup. Lalita and I usually go to Spain and do a program. If you ever want to go to Barcelona and do an Ann
sounds
Wigmore
like
program.
a possibility, too.
Yeah. Starting to take it on the road.
It sounds great.
Yeah.
So it's annwigmore.org.
Yes.
That's what we could look up.
Right.
And
And then the energy soup thing is just this,
It's
with the
just
Rejuvelac
sunflower.
and some carrots and some seaweed and a lot of love and intention.
And do you eat any kind of meat or chicken?
No animal products.
Forget that.
Forget
Okay.
that. No dead food, especially
No
dead animals.
food. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're living. That's
Living food.
yeah. Okay. So it's all vegetables and
Right. We
fruit.
either sprout it, fruit, but less and less fruit for deep healing, because sugar is what all the pathogens love. It's what they thrive on.
Oh my goodness. Well, I'm so happy that you came all the way from Puerto Rico to be with us,
Well, I'm honored.
because I know the audience is going to benefit from listening to you and hearing about the importance of what Ann Wigmore is doing and how you're carrying this whole program to as many people as possible.
Yeah.
So I am really thrilled. And I think you've encouraged me to go get some wheatgrass juice made special. I know there's a place right here in Beverly.
Do it on an empty stomach.
And do it on an empty
That's
stomach.
it.
That's what I'll do.
Yes.
All right. That's the best way? Get it right in there?
It's the best way also, because this could churn your stomach if you have other stuff in it. It should
I
be
don't want
empty.
to do that. No. No. Well, is there any last words you'd like to say to the audience?
No, I want to thank you very much. I'm honored to be here.
Well, I'm very happy to have had
Hope you come.
I know. I'm ready to book my flight.
Yeah.
So anyways, I want to thank everyone for watching. Get your voice out there. And we'll have another show out soon. So just stay tuned. All right. And thanks again
Thank you.
to
Maria.
Carolyn Marin. Thank you.
Thank you.